Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. How's it going? I'm not sure if I'm live. I hope everyone is doing very well. I'm wearing my glasses today because my eyes are kind of feeling weird, feeling a little bit weird. So I've just gone ahead and decided to pop my glasses on, and I can see that I am live. And it's so funny. Whenever I look at my glasses, I can see my head on the inside of my glasses, which is super weird. But what can you do? I hope everyone is doing very, very well. Happy day. It is an absolutely beautiful day here, which is so great. I just feel like things are just completely so much more hopeful. When things are nice and sunny, it just makes me feel like I don't know, it just makes me feel like things are going to be okay. You know what I mean? We've just had some additional lockdown measures and everything for where it is that where I am right now. And if you guys saw my live yesterday, where I did a little kind of video, a little bit of a wee rant on COVID. I'm not really one for ranting on the internet, but yeah, I was kind of feeling it. So the sun is helping. The sun definitely helps with, trying to feel hopeful and everything like that. So if you're here, I can see that there's some people joining us. So please say hi below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. That's always really lovely to know. If you're catching this on the replay, hashtag replay, yeah, so that we can just keep track. And yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right in. So I like to dive in if possible. So we're talking about translating your business to succeed in Facebook, and of course specifically with Facebook groups. How is it that you can grow your Facebook group faster? All right, this is always kind of a key concern. It's a key topic. It's something that comes up quickly. There's a lot of frustration around this area, which I completely understand. It can definitely be frustrating. So of course, again, back to that kind of key frustration. So it's frustrating when you feel like you feel like you're pretty clear, and you're out there, and you're trying to grow your group, and it's not happening. It's really, you're having a hard time getting people in, and then by extension you don't have engagement. You don't have the kind of engagement that you want. Of course, you're not, things aren't coming together on the sales side of things, because at the top of the funnel things aren't kind of really there. So when you get it right, all those things, of course, end up gelling together, right? You know who you're targeting. You grow your group. It's attracting the right people. You grow your group with the right people. Engagement is there as defined by your niche. Engagement is up. I put that little kind of message in there because, of course, everyone's niche is different. If you have a group of people who are quite introverted, and that's the whole focus of your business, it would kind of naturally follow that chances are you aren't necessarily going to get a lot of people, maybe posting and commenting and things like that. Whereas for some niches, you're going to have lots of people who were kind of jumping in and saying all kinds of things, right? So engagement, as defined by your niche, is up, but of course, sales kind of come together with that. One really quick caveat that I want to throw over here, because maybe I should have made it a separate video about this, but okay. I want you to know that the growth, engagement, sales path is not necessarily 100% linear. Okay. It's not 100% linear. Oh, and I can see. Oh, hi, everyone. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. Tinkata, really wonderful to have you here. Thank you for being here. So it's not necessarily 100% linear. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to wait until you have this growth rhythm completely nailed down before you put any thought or kind of really start working on the engagement side of things, before you think about things from the sales side. Yes, are there some steps that we want to get to before we kind of jump into, all the sales stuff? Yes, but it's not as linear as I think people often think it is. Oftentimes, I think that people think that, okay, I'm just going to focus on the growth. I just need to really kind of figure out that whole piece and just do that. And then I'll think about other stuff. And it doesn't need to be super overwhelming with the pieces that you put into place, but it's these things, they're very closely linked. We don't need to wait until you have hundreds and hundreds of people in your group before you start thinking about the engagement pieces and striking up these conversations and getting things progressing on the sales side. You're right. You don't have to wait for that. So there's things that can be happening in tandem, and there's things that need to happen in tandem. To start to kind of really be able to feel like you've got a successful, you've got a successful, thriving group that you're running. Okay. It's a really quick caveat. And one of the things that's important too, and I think that people sometimes miss, is that the information that you get from working on each of these steps can help to inform you how to do a better job on some of the other pieces. Right. So if if you're finding that, the way that you are talking about things about your offer, for example, if you're finding it's not resonating, it's not landing, that can give you some information on who you should be focusing on targeting. Right. Like and same with the engagement piece. Like if you're finding that there isn't any, that can give you some further information in different areas of the business. Okay. So it's not something that has to happen perfectly linear, and they don't happen in a vacuum, right? These things don't necessarily happen in isolation. So these are things that can still be kind of working together. Okay. Quick caveat. All right. So back to growing your group more quickly. So I fear that maybe this is something that you're going to go, oh no. But the big mistake that I see is not being as clear as you can be on who your target market is. Now, just hold on, just wait, stay with me here. Stay with me here. Okay. I know that everybody talks about, oh, your niche, your niche, 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 niche. I understand. And I understand that it can also feel like maybe you feel like you are being really specific. I want to challenge you, just for the sake of, let's just even say, just for the sake of this week, I want to challenge you. If you were finding that you were having a hard time with growing things, with getting that growth, with getting that engagement, with doing that, I want to challenge you to be even more specific. I'm going to give you a little task here in a minute. But if you think about, like, say you're feeling snacky, and you're just really kind of craving something, chances are you sort of know what you're craving. And so you go to the corner store and you go in there and you head down a specific aisle, right? Like, do you want chocolate? Do you want candy? Do you want ice cream? Do you want chips? You go to the specific area where it is that you will get your craving satisfied. All right. Like, you know what you're targeting in terms of your craving, and I want you to think about that a little bit more specifically, potentially with your target market. Okay, because there are Facebook groups for every single demographic that you could possibly imagine and that you could possibly want to reach. So if you're super clear on exactly who you solve a problem for, then you can be focusing your efforts on that one specific group of people. Okay, this is going to allow you to go farther faster. And I understand that it can feel really scary to do that because you don't want to potentially leave work on the table. But what I can say is that when you are speaking very specifically to someone, they hear you more clearly. They actually hear you in the first place because you're saying what they need and want to hear. Okay, so I want to encourage you to break things down a little bit further. So, for example, if you're targeting women in entrepreneurship, are you targeting women pre-launch, in the first year of business, those who have been in business for 3 to 5 years? If you're targeting women, if women has been your kind of your target, are you talking about authors? Are you talking about engineers? Are you talking about moms? And saying things, I will help any mom who wants help, or any woman who wants help with XYZ. I would challenge you to go further with that. I would challenge you to be more specific than that. Okay, just for the sake of this exercise that we're going to do here in a minute. Okay. So if you're targeting small business, are you targeting those businesses with one employee, 1 to 10 employees? Are you targeting businesses that have an annual revenue of $200,000 or of $1 million? It's going to be a different conversation. It's a different pitch. These are businesses that need different messages in order to understand that you can solve their problem. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 possible, very specific targets. Not because I'm going to tell you to march off and work with every single one of these people kind of right now, but it's just for the sake of the exercise. Okay, just for the sake of the exercise. Linda's saying yes, great advice. Yes, like just for the sake. So let's say if you are you're going to I want you to focus and commit to that group, to say, for like the next 30 to 60 days. Okay, first of all, make your list, get super specific, be crazy about it. Just actually go ahead and kind of go, okay, well, I know that I can help all kinds of people in relationships. I know that I can help all kinds of people who have health problems. I know I can help all kinds of people in XYZ. Be specific. Rather than just helping people with, health related issues, maybe you're going to help people specifically with diabetes. Specifically, you are going to help women within a particular age bracket. You're going to help people in a very specific way, just for the sake of breaking it down further. And then what I want you to do is, based on this very specific pieces, I want you to go and search for other Facebook groups that are speaking very specifically to this very specific target demographic. Okay, so this is what is going to help you to find the people that you can target very specifically. Okay, key idea here, be specific. And then the other key idea here is remembering that it's not all linear. Okay, I feel like that's a really important point, and I think people end up kind of getting caught up in that sometimes. By remembering that it's not necessarily all linear, you can help to better inform you and better inform yourself on the other pieces to make it so that this first one, the growth one, happens a little bit faster. Okay. So be specific, be specific, be specific. If you are wanting to grow kind of more quickly, your profitable Facebook group more quickly, you want to talk about this, you want to break this down a little bit, send me a message. You can send me a message with the word fast. That'll help me. That'll like kickstart our conversation. I'll include a link to my messenger here as well. So you can go ahead and send me a note kind of right off the top. And send me a note and let's talk more. Okay. Okay. All right. I hope this has helped. I love hearing from you. Let's chat more, and happy day. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. Okay. See you soon.